A dark and eerie night enveloped the forbidden forest surrounding the beach cabin where Michel and his friends were staying. Michel, a spirited 16-year-old, was there with his friends Alex, Jose, and Marco to spend the summer vacation. However, what was supposed to be a fun trip turned into a nightmare when they decided to explore the forest at night. The first day of vacation arrived, and an air of excitement filled the atmosphere as they arrived at the beach cabin located on the edge of the dense forest. Despite warnings about the mysterious and frightening forbidden forest, the spirit of adventure drove them to explore the area. That night, as the moon hung high in the sky and the shadows of the forest engulfed them, Michel and his friends decided to explore the eerie darkness. They brought flashlights, maps, and other emergency supplies, but they were not fully aware of the dangers that awaited them behind the towering trees. Their footsteps echoed through the dimly lit trail, with the sound of their footsteps echoing among the rustling of dry leaves. As strange sounds began to emanate from the bushes and trees, tension began to permeate the group. Suddenly, a menacing silhouette emerged from the darkness. An old man stood before them, his face shrouded in shadows and eyes glaring with hatred. In his hand, he tightly gripped a large axe that gleamed in the moonlight. Their courage was tested as the old man began to threaten them, signaling that they were not allowed to be in the forest. However, when they refused to leave, the tense atmosphere escalated, and fear began to creep into their minds. Without warning, the old man stepped forward, causing them to step back a few paces. However, before the situation could worsen, Jose, one of Michel's friends, acted quickly. With skill, he sprayed the fire extinguisher they had brought, temporarily blinding the old man. As they fled from the scene, their hearts pounded and their breaths were ragged with fear. They hurried back to the cabin, feeling relieved when they finally arrived at a safe place. However, although they had escaped from the old man, their fear was far from over. The terrifying shadow of their encounter with the old man continued to haunt their minds, making it difficult to achieve restful sleep. The next day, tension still lingered in the air as they decided to leave the beach cabin and return to their respective homes. They promised never to forget the terrifying experience they had in the forbidden forest. However, as they returned to their daily lives, Michel kept the secret of what truly happened in the forest that night. He dared not tell his parents, afraid that they would not believe him or that they would worry. In silence, they all held the terrifying memory in their hearts, wondering what truly happened in the forbidden forest that night. And although they may never know the answer, the experience would remain a part of the horror story they would remember for a lifetime.